Hi, I'm Daniel and it's the new year 2022. Well, it will be when this video releases. This is the first video of the year, so I will do something that I saw other reviewers doing for previous years, talk about upcoming animation. Well, I'm leaving it to just film because there are shows releasing now, and it causes a struggle whether I should discuss new seasons of shows from other years, and this will just be animation because I prefer animation, and that's my audience on YouTube. Most of my videos reviewing something live action don't do as well in comparison. I also won't discuss all films releasing. Sing 2 and Hotel Transylvania Transformania were talked about in my videos of the previous film. Also, Sing 2 is out in most countries. Not all will be interesting to discuss, so I limited the number to 11 films. I will try to go through each film briefly, but I don't know about that for how some will be younger than others. I am wondering if I should do more speculation, like the ones I've already done for the Lion King Remake 2 and Gumball movie, which might release this year. Let's see what 2022 will have in store for upcoming releases, and how outdated this video will be after these all release. The Ice Age Adventures of Buckwild seems to have drastically decreased the budget, because it might look worse than the first film animation quality. This features Buckwild, a character I actually liked, till the reason movie 4 was worse than movie 5, for collision course having him. However, he is paired with Crash and Eddie, characters that got worse every movie and weren't even good to begin with. The original trio only got small appearances here, and I wouldn't be surprised they had a smaller percentage of screen time in the actual film than in the trailer. This looks unfunny and something cheap to release on Disney Plus and be forgotten in about a month. At least it's not called Ice Age 6. I don't like how Blue Sky died for Disney to make stuff like this. But since they helped Blue Sky right, make Spider Skies 2, that sounds like a great idea. This is releasing on the same day as Sing 2 in the UK, where I can't bother seeing it and get convinced otherwise. Turningred is the next Pixar original film, and honestly I'm unsure. I wasn't a fan of the teaser, mainly for the music not going well with the scene. Second trailer was better, but I still don't know what to think about this yet. The only interesting things that make me excited for this is the yacht house turned into a red panda, and I think the third act of the trailers aren't showing may be good. But the first two acts seem beyond. Pixar trailers for original films often aren't so good, so it might just be that. It's directed by the person behind The Short Bow. While good, that is even one of the best Pixar shorts. The more I know about how movies work, the director isn't the only person behind the film. Although the top 3 best Pixar films in my opinion are all directed by Pete Docter. Hopefully it will end up like the other 2020's March releases, which are underrated. Although that comes with being mostly forgotten and doing bad financially. Bad Guys is a DreamWorks original film surrounded by 5 sequels. The animation style reminds me of Rock Dog and Netflix's Sahara, films I haven't seen, but it looks more fluid than both of them. It has a storybook-like style to some shots. I think this could be great because the story of bad guys trying to be good always seems like a great premise. There can be seen commentary on society, with being bad being the only thing they can be, and the inner-group conflict seems interesting. I like the first trailer, the only worry is the DreamWorks comedy. But even so, I'll probably fit here better than How to Train Your Dragon, one of the best films. Also, the group aside from the wolf needed to use some individual personality traits. I was all very intrigued by the title, and often DreamWorks at their best is adapting children's fiction books. Like Shrek, Captain Underpants and The Prince of Egypt. By the way, it's from the perspective of someone who haven't read the books. This trailer made me more excited, hopefully it doesn't disappoint. Minions The Rise of Gru is a film I always talk about in my Minions and Sing video, but I kept it in. Despite being a big defender of Illumination and the Minions, the trailer isn't funny and seems like a weak story. The first Minions avoided prequel problems by only featuring the Minions and at the end Gru, causing a great ending that's only a brief lead in. However, a film in between Minions and Despicable Me isn't needed or conceptually a good idea, and I don't see how this trailer could fit a full story. If this exists, it should explain how Gru met Dr. Lothario at least. It has been delayed 2 years in a row, so maybe the first trailer isn't an accurate representation of the film anymore. We will have to wait and see for another trailer. Lightyear was stuff I didn't know what to think about the idea of Pixar making a full Space Toy Story spin-off. But when the teaser trailer released, I became fully on board with this idea. First off, the musical ones really fit the trailer, and slowed down the music makes it really tense. There's also no dialogue to interrupt except the first bit. There's only half a joke in this trailer. which is a breath of fresh air compared to most animated trailers showing off so many jokes. This looks like a Pixar movie aimed for an older audience. I don't mean they're throwing forced mouth swear words to be edgy. This will still be PG and appropriate for kids. It looks like it'll take itself more seriously, and the teased trailer release doesn't give away plot details like Disney does. Animation is also amazing. I really like the design for being different from Pixar, and cinematography. There's so many cool shots in just the 1 minute and 30 seconds released, and the lighting is very cool. This being very tied to Toy Story is a great choice, because if it's bad you can easily ignore it. And it classifies as a weird grey area in Pixar originals and Pixar franchises, following the previous 4 in this experimental Pixar era. I find it funny how there's debate about how this fits into the Toy Story universe amongst Pixar fans. Is it a real person who inspired the show and toy, or the movie that got a show spin-off? Normal people probably still think it's about the toy. I want another trailer because it might just be the epicness of this trailer, but it comes to my #1 most excited film of 2022. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish has little information about it yet, but it's meant to release this year. There's a 2011 original that Bergen remembers. I know for sure I saw it, I remember the cool 3D glasses given out, but all I can remember is the more ambiguous Humpty Dumpty. Should probably rewatch it before it releases. There's a Netflix Puss in Boots show that I remember being very good, but I didn't get to finish it. There was a previously announced sequel, 9 Lives and 40 Thieves, that was removed from DreamWorks' release schedule. I don't know if this will keep the story of Puss in Boots' Ninth Life, or be completely different. I don't even think it'll be similar to the first Puss in Boots. I remember the announcement of Puss in Boots reboot, paired with a Shrek reboot. Seems Shrek can never get his next movie actually released. This could be something new or not, I don't know. I will wait until a trailer or even a poster to have an opinion on this preceding the release. Mario movie. Doesn't have a proper title yet, and the only plot descriptions I can find frame it as a typical Mario and Luigi saving Princess Peach from Bowser. Biggest point of note is that Illumination is making it, so the internet hated it straight from announcement, and while I often defend the Illumination, I don't know how Mario can turn into a movie. Sure, it can work like anything can, but it doesn't seem like it, and then there's the cast. Chris Pratt now playing everyone became a meme after this, and Garfield, which is why the cast is the image representing that part. Sure, it's taking away voice actors for celebrities, but it isn't the worst thing to happen in the industry or even close. Anyway, I hope Illumination makes it work, but I have doubts about the idea. Now, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. First film was great but overrated, only because the internet treated it as a savior to oil animation. Now we have the sequel, where a brief clip was released of Gwen travelling to see Miles Myers again, without context of why this happens. Seems the franchise is focusing more on Spider-Gwen, and they think she's getting a spin-off of her own. She was the worst of the group in the original, but hopefully she gets more development here. I like the concept of actually travelling through the universes, and it will be interesting to see the noir cartoon, anime, and worlds of new characters. The animation looks even better here, but not much has been shown yet. I don't like the title, because while consistency is a good thing and across fits the story, it won't work for casual viewers. They sound similar and can be mixed up, especially when the short version of the title is Spider-Verse. Keeping a 2 would be better, but it wouldn't work with the part 1. Wait, this is in 2 parts? That's a new thing for animation. I haven't seen much 2-part films, so this is completely guessing, but that seems like a way to drag out stories, and I believe short runtimes are better. I'm a bit worried, but they could make it work with a really large story, making it worth it. This looks good, and hopefully it isn't still me dragging out a thing that got your praise and forgetting why people liked it to begin with. Wendell and Wild is a stop-motion animated film by Henry Selick, Yasta Witch with Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline. It is once again horror-related, with 2 demon brothers facing their arch enemy sister. While it is annoying how every stop motion is horror now, but when Yaika does something different they are of hate. The box was fair, but missing Ink was great. This film was meant to come out this year, but got delayed and it'll probably release in October because Halloween horror. It is also going to release on Netflix, and while it is pulling non-typical animation out of theatres, home media is better and becoming more mainstream, making it able to be viewed by more people. The only habit is the common practice of Netflix barely advertising things. Strangeworld is the next Walt Disney Animation Studios film, which was only recently announced. I didn't do intense research, but I know it's about explorers discovering things like a strange world, which the title will be. Some concept art go along with it, but that's it. People who worked on other recent films by the studio working on this so it will probably be good. Also, if you change or remove some units in the first word, it says Small World. Are we finally getting the highly anticipated movie based on that Disney ride? Either Wimpy and Rodrickrules was announced before the first came out. This will follow the story of the book with the same name, but cutting out a few things and maybe making characters more likeable. The problem with the first movie is that the Happy Family got little screen time, but this might give them more. Will 30's Rodrick plays the title character. Considering the critical reception of movie 1, there probably won't be a third film, and the Yash role will continue to be stubbed from films. I like Wimpy 2021, but I can understand the problems. It should be more of a yearly special instead of a short movie. Okay, so that's the last one. In conclusion, there is some stuff to anticipate this year, but still I'm unsure on. I guess for all of these, the quality could be opposite of what I predict. Lightyear could be awful, and the iceageadventuresofbuckwild could be a masterpiece of film. Probably not. This was just a good way to discuss upcoming animated films. Yes, and in one, but I still probably forgot or chose to leave out a couple. I might make more speculation videos about singular film because it's something to talk about, although it won't age the best. If this video doesn't receive well, I can even try new trailer analysis videos. Before I didn't create scheduled videos ahead, but I might try to use 3 slots for shorter videos like that. Anyway, I have more videos throughout the whole year, so stay tuned for all of that. The end.